What's going on, guys? It's Friday, so it's another training log. Let's get into it. I'm Carl Ragavan, Europe's original starting strength coach. This is Beautiful Strength. Welcome to another show. So today marks the start of a new training log. So this will be under training log number 2. Reason for that is, most training should be directed towards a particular goal, and mine was set for the strength meet. It didn't happen, so I maxed out, but that's kind of what I was training for, right? So this marks the second log, and those of you who aren't familiar with what my goals are, so I still have my eyes set, even though the meet was a main goal, I still have my eyes set on a 160 kilo press, not bench, 160 kilo press. So that's 350 pounds is still very much a big goal. And then the other one, which I was mainly focusing on, is the deadlift. So I still want to deadlift 300 kilos, which is 660 with straps. So those are my goals. So that's what this training log is dedicated to. So again, those of you who are just seeing for the first time, I did a strength lifting meet last weekend, so last Saturday. So I squatted 605, overhead pressed 330, and then I deadlifted 600. I missed 645 with straps. So with that being said, the week immediately following any sort of event like that, strength lifting, powerlifting, weightlifting, all your numbers are going to be like a bit of a reset, a deload, and that's completely fine. To switch gears a little bit and to be a nice little reset after my meet, because those of you who've done any sort of strength, powerlifting, weightlifting meet, you know that the next week back, all your numbers are going to be dialed right back. So I'm actually doing 2 weightlifting sessions, which is great because I get some hands-on coaching with Josh. So that's really, really great for me as a coach and a lifter. So first day back, when you now move from squat, press, deadlift focused to having more of a weightlifting emphasis, it feels kind of nice because those lifts by nature are light relative weights. And I'll definitely film some stuff in the next couple of weeks so you get a see for what kind of training I'm doing on the weightlifting side. But yeah, it's 70 kilo snatch, 100 kilo clean and jerks. It's not heavy considering I squat 600 and deadlift 640. So yeah, it's a nice change of pace. It's something that, by the nature of them, you're going as heavy as you can, isn't really that heavy. So yeah, it's a nice change of pace. For this heavy day, you'll see that I actually didn't require the use of a belt or straps or elbow sleeves. I used some straps for the haltings, but this is like a super light, easy, heavy day. Again, this is something that a lot of people can fuck up on when they're training, is thinking that you just want to keep pushing numbers that you did on your prep and how strong you are in your prep. But it's really nice to have a couple of light weeks and build back up slowly. You can, like I say, make it harder by using less lifting apparel. Do different variations like a pause, a close grip, or this and that, a strict press, la la da da. So, it's kind of a nice way to reset and have a break, because those of you who've done these kind of meets, the prep and pushing yourself, you're going to run into some niggles and some little pains and small injuries and whatnot, and you've probably just pushed through them a little bit. And a training prep done well is really exhausting. So having a couple of lighter, easy weeks to build you back up works great. And also in my kind of level of training, I always think of training as like 12, 16-week blocks. Sometimes that's related to the countries I'm traveling in. But yeah, generally speaking, I can't hit a really taxing, challenging number every week. It usually takes me 12, 16 weeks, sometimes 8 weeks if I'm lucky, to get something new in the books. So yeah, this has been a nice little reset. Squat was 365 pounds for a set of 5, and then roughly that's 165 kilos. I did a press variation that we call the 1.0. There's a couple of different strands of press that have gone through the eras of starting strength. So you'll see it's more of a strict press, and at the top, you kind of take a quick breath, or you can just quickly go, bounce. So then the bounce recoil happens more like a squat, where you're bringing it down, getting a stretch reflex in the bottom. So that's kind of a light press for me. So that was 205 pounds, 92 kilos. And then haltings, I did use straps, and that was 455, which is 206 kilos for a set of 5. So if you like this video, comment, like, share, subscribe. You know the business. I'm Carl Ragavan. That was Beautiful Strength. And remember, the barbell never lies.